Veterans of the American Armed Forces have a variety of service clubs to join and be part of. But many people don't fully understand their mission and their importance to our communities, as well as the veterans that they serve. We'd like to introduce you to Mark Schertzinger, Commander for the American Legion Post 668, who can help us better understand the role of these organizations and how they impact our communities.
Well, my story, I guess it starts, I graduated high school locally here within Vandalia. A week later, I left for the military boot camp right out of high school. So then I became a Marine. I worked through that. I became a combat action in the Kosovo in 1999. I did a lot of humanitarian work in Istanbul, Turkey as well. I was still in the service when I actually started joining the clubs. I was already almost 3 years in when I first joined the American Legion, so I was still active duty at the time. I've had different officer roles for a lot of different organizations. I started out as a chaplain, kind of went that direction, and then our longtime commander decided that he was going to go ahead and be done with it. So then they just asked me to go ahead and see if I would run for the commander. I mean, the American Legion's foundation really is about supporting the local community. And it's also about places where veterans can come together to talk about their struggles, talk about days that are difficult for them, to be around somebody that really truly understands what it means to be a veteran, to understand the difficult days that we have sometimes, and the kind of the people that can help you overcome some of those days. And it's really easy to get involved. If you're a military, if you got your D-214, you come in and you just sign up. If your father or your grandfather was a member, you can be a Sons as well. If he was an actual veteran, you can come up and you sign up under the Sons. And of course, if your mom or your dad were in the service as well, and you're female, you can also join the auxiliary as well. Kind of our main charities are just local. A lot of the local and things that we take care of. I mean, anything from the high schools. We really support the high schools. A lot of the baseball teams, the basketball teams. We do a lot for them. We do a lot for the Historical Society here at Vandalia. We do a lot for a lot of Toys for Tots and a lot of different organizations that help out veterans throughout the community as well. I mean, that's really one of our main goals, is to actually do a lot of charitable work and keep it local. I mean, it's very therapeutic for people that actually are members here, because it also lets you give back. And then it kind of forms a family almost, because you work together. You also go to these things together, and you have fundraisers and things, and you learn to grow and really become kind of close to one another that way. And it helps you with a lot of things. And just giving away things and helping the community does make you feel better in the long run. All of the veterans clubs do work together, especially when there's a large fundraiser that's needed for something. We'll collaborate together. And a good example is I just collaborated with the VFW. So the American Legion gave $5,000 to the Optimist Club for their flag, their avenues of flags. And then I got the other $5,000 from the VFW. So we work together just so we can raise large amounts of money for these clubs that need it. Well, the military holidays, twice a year, we're on Memorial Day and Veterans Day. We actually run the programs at our local sports complex. I actually ran the program for Memorial Day. We always have a program up there. And it's a good time for people to come together to really appreciate and celebrate the people we've lost. We also have a big dinner afterwards. And we really kind of try and remember those who have been passed. If you needed an actual understanding what Veterans Day is, there's no other better place to be than come to a Veterans Club, where you can see the camaraderie, you can see the people that understand each other's struggles. They understand that there's days where are going to be very difficult, and there's days where you just need someone to be around and have a drink with. And it's really what makes the place such a special place. Veterans Day is a day where we celebrate our veterans. We celebrate everything they've done. We celebrate the freedom that we have because of our veterans. And it's also a day to reflect on those we've lost. But most importantly, Veterans Day is to celebrate veterans past, present, those to come, and defending our Constitution. I mean, that is really what it's a celebration.
Thanks for tuning in to WRCX Television, and our special salute to the veterans of the Miami Valley. Stay tuned to learn about a few of the great Veterans Day events coming up in our area.